So another question to think about, and we've talked about EVPs in the earlier in the show. How is it that Spirit puts out a audible sound without vocal cords?
I don't know. I can't tell you, but I will tell you this: that there is I use Audacity sometimes to look at the wavelengths and waveforms that we all create as far as audio tone, and on FM. Like, I'll just give you an example. When we're just running a straight ghost box, like an SB7 or an SB11. On FM, the actual tone that's recognized in like a wavelength form will spike. You can actually see it. And AM, during the frequencies, while you're watching the frequencies and when something speaks, you do not see it at all. It's not even picked up as a sound. And it might be louder than the actual stuff that you're actually like watching go by, and it's amazing. They don't need vocal cords. It's obvious,
right.
To speak. It's us picking up on just that wavelength, that frequency in which consciousness can speak. It's not vocal cords. It's obvious, like when we run certain apps sometimes, you'll get a full sentence in 30 different types of a woman's voice, a male's voice. But if you attach all the words that you just heard, it forms a sentence, a full sentence, and it isn't always the same. It's it's just consciousness. You don't need vocal cords for that.
So I'm going to take this one step further, and please don't take it as I'm trying to disprove you guys. I'm just I want to know how your minds are thinking on certain things. So
we love that type of thing. That's awesome.
Right, and I love these type of discussions too. So with you saying it's a consciousness, I actually have, and this got brought up in a question to me, so I'd love to know how you guys respond. Is it possible that it's our consciousness that's actually making or putting these words into a ghost box or into a recorder?
Actually, absolutely. Absolutely. Not only are we speaking to spirits, but I've held up my fingers in front of apps. I've held up my fingers in front of... But as I'm thinking it, before I hold up my fingers, and I get what I'm holding on like my spirit box or through an app, I'll get the answer that I'm looking for. I'll ask, how many fingers am I holding up? But my first reaction, my first thought, it is yes. But it wouldn't make sense if spiritual energy exists. Why wouldn't we be a part of that? You know what I mean? Why couldn't I just have an undeveloped system as far as the spiritual system? We all have it. That's what we're trying to prove. But why not? Why wouldn't it be me? I definitely, there's too much evidence that we have. Not all, but yeah, we're, as far as scientific and just running tests over and over and over, because that's what these spirit box sessions are. That's what these, us getting EVPs, these are all tests, these are all, let's break down what's going on in our environment and let's come up with a relative answer. And yeah, it would have to be, we're all made up of the same thing. And yeah, I feel that 100%.
I like that answer. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
I said I like that answer, so hey, thank you for
yeah.
that. I like how you actually put that the that we're actually cut of that same cloth, right? I mean, when we die, we become part of that spiritual energy.